Hey there. So we are still working with our systematic savings or repeat savings formula. This time we're going to explore how we can write a formula that gives us the regular deposit amount. So we're working with that formula over on that left, that F equals D multiplied by the quantity 1 plus R over N raised to the NT minus 1, all divided by R over N. That is our systematic or repeat savings formula. So if we're going to be depositing a specific amount of money each period, so every month, every week, every day, every year, into an account that pays a fixed interest rate, this will tell us our future value. But if we know our future value and I want to work backwards to figure out what do I need each month, each pay period, we're going to be able to solve for D. Now, remember that the variables that we have, F is our future value, the future or the full value. D is our deposit amount, how much we're putting in each period. Little r is going to be our interest rate as a decimal, and is going to be the number of deposits annually. So that's going to be n equals 12 for monthly, n equals 52 if it's every week, n equals 1 if it's annually, etc. T is time always in years. So let's go through. Now here's an example. We've got Phoebe, who's ready to get out of the daily grind and plans to retire at age 35. Well, if it's there in a few years myself, you think about that. Assuming we're 17 now, that means we've got 18 years to save up some money. How much does Phoebe need to save each week? Okay, so we're going to solve for D. How much do we need to save each week? That gets us N is 52. If our investment, rather aggressive, returns 11%, and we want to have $1 million. So I can see over on the side, I've got my F is going to be 1 million. That's my future value that I want. My interest rate is 0.11. My N is 52 because we're doing this every week, and we've got 18 years. So in there, we can figure out that we don't know what our regular deposit amount is. Now we can go through and crunch the algebra behind this, solve it every single time, but we're going to be doing the same thing each time. Let's automate it. Let's go to the calculator. I'm going to write a program here. We go into the program button right in the middle. I'm going to select TI Basic, and we're going to write a new program. Now last, we made a program for savings F. That was the savings program, that big formula over on the left side, solving for F. Now we're going to write a new program called savings D. This way, every time that we're going to be using that large formula and solving for the D, the deposit amount, we can just go into the program and solve it automatically. Just like before, we're going to need to tell the calculator what are the values that we're going to be using. So I'm going to go back to the program menu. Now I'm going to go over to IO. IO stands for input output, and we're going to have the calculator ask us prompt for the variables that we know. So it's going to be F, comma is immediately above the 7. We're going to do I for interest rate. We're going to save R for something else later on. We'll do alpha N, comma, alpha, not D, alpha T. That way, the calculator is going to ask us, what's the future value? What's the interest rate? How many times are we doing this per year? And for how many years? Hit enter, we're going to go to a new line of code. Now, I'm going to do this at the same time. I'm going to manipulate the equation that we have over on the left side. We need to solve for D. So we see that D is multiplied by that whole chunk in the top, and it's divided by that R in the end in the bottom. So we're going to multiply and divide to solve this. The calculator, I'm going to go back to program. We've got IO down to display. So we're going to have the calculator take the numbers that we just input, run through, do the crunching, and then give us the value. A little bit of show me the money. So now we're going to take this. My formula is going to be alpha I. We're going to multiply by alpha I divided by alpha N. And then we're going to divide, be careful with your parentheses, 1 plus alpha I divided by alpha N raised to the parentheses, alpha N alpha T minus 1 close parentheses. So that was the future value multiplied by our interest rate divided by N divided by the entire chunk that was in our numerator. This now solves for D. So getting out of this, I'm going to hit second mode or second quit. That's going to get us out of the program. Then I can run it, execute, and see how it works. So now, back on the home screen, I'm going to go to Program, TI Basic. There's the program we just created, Savings D. I hit Enter and execute. It's going to ask me for the values. Now, Phoebe here wanted $1 million. If you wanted that, using an 11% interest of 0.11, how much do we need to save every single week? And we're going to do that for 18 years. There we go. If you want to retire age 35, $1 million, given an 11% return rate, you need $339 and change every single week. So you never have to go through the algebra, the number crunching again. We notice that we're doing the same thing every single time. computers don't mind that. So if we can use our understanding of the mechanics, the algebra, with calculators and basic programming, then we can go through and write a program. There you have it. See you later. Take it easy.